Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another DIY. I know I said in one of my last videos that I'm not much of a DIYer, which is true, but I figured this project is small enough that it's something that I should be able to handle okay. We'll see. I'm going to be turning a plastic planter into something just a little bit nicer. It's in my bedroom. It sits in the corner with my faux Fiddle Leaf Fig tree in it. So not a lot of people see it. So I'm okay with it if it doesn't turn out exactly the way that I want. Anyway, I'm just going to be using some leftover paint, a little bit of chalk paint, and I'm going to kind of wing it as I go along. So this could actually either work out or be an epic failure, but either way, you are welcome to join me. I'm sorry I look so tired today. I'm not sure what's going on. I got enough sleep last night, but I don't know. I just feel a little groggy today. So that might also play a role in how this turns out. But anyway, let's stop talking and let's DIY. The supplies that I'm using for this are some leftover paint that I had from painting our office. It's Benjamin Moore soot. Some chalk paint, that's coffee color, some baking powder, and a small brush, and also just the cheap plastic planter that I think I got from Wayfair. I'm going to be mixing some of the baking powder into the black paint because that's going to give it a better consistency. It's just going to become thicker, which will give you some texture whenever you start painting your pot. I don't know how much I put in there. I just dumped quite a bit and then just mixed it up to the consistency that I wanted. Then I just started painting, and I'm going to be going back and forth on my strokes just like this the entire time. And what I really like about having this black paint that's pretty thick and chunky is that it goes on really well. It covers it pretty thickly and it doesn't drip very much. So there really wasn't a lot of mess doing it this way. I didn't paint the bottom of it. You'll also see that I did not paint inside the pot because this pot is actually just going to be in my bedroom, like I mentioned before, and I'm going to be stuffing it full of Spanish moss to sort of just cover up the inside. Obviously, if this is going to be in a more conspicuous place in your house, you'd want to probably paint the bottom, paint the entire inside, but this is just something that is quick and easy, a way that I can just dress this pot up a little bit better for my bedroom. So I'm just going to continue painting, just checking to make sure that I'm getting all of the spots, and then I'm just going to paint the top of the rim, and I'm going to let it dry, and we'll see how it looks tomorrow when it's all dry. And this is what it looks like. It is looking pretty good, actually. I really love the texture that's on it, and it feels a little bit like stone. You could probably just leave it like this if you wanted to, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do a little bit of the chalk paint. And I decided I didn't want to use a brush. I really wasn't sure what I was doing, but I just grabbed a rag that I had and decided to just start putting a little bit on there, just to give it a more kind of high-end look. Again, kind of keeping that kind of stone look that I was going for. And I'm just going to rub it in and just rub it all over just to have a little tiny bit, almost like it's peeking through the black. And I'm just going to do this all the way around, keeping it really, really light and just scrubbing it pretty much as hard as I could, just to make sure that it rubbed in really, really nicely. I also decided not to buy the clear glaze to put on it, which I originally thought about, but as this dried, it was just a really nice matte look, which I feel like gave it more of a stone look, and it didn't look plastic anymore when I was finished. It just looked a lot nicer, and so I didn't want to do any kind of shine that might bring attention to the fact that it's not perfectly done. I just, like I said, just really quickly kind of decided to do this and put it all together. And here is how it turned out. I'm really happy with it. Again, if you want to put this in a more conspicuous place in your house, you might want to spend a little more time. You might actually want to do a glaze on it. But for the bedroom and what I was going for, this actually turned out perfectly. And like I said, I just stuffed some moss in it so that you couldn't really see that I hadn't painted the inside, and I just love the way that it turned out. Thank you so much for joining us. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this.